Supreme Court President Dorit Beinish appointed a state commission of inquiry to investigate the progress or lack thereof made by authorities charged with taking care of Gush Katif evacuees during the Gaza pullout 3 years ago. Shalom to Tal Nishri, who was expelled from the community of Tel Katifa in Gush Katif.
Shalom.
The committee is going to investigate the resettlement of the evacuees. What can you tell us about your resettlement? Are you living in a permanent home after 3 years?
I was born in Ganor. After I was married, I moved to Tel Katifa until the outrouting. Now I live in Yad Binyamin, in a caravilla, a very small caravilla, I must say, for a couple with 3 kids. When we lived in Gush Katif, you could live in one yishuv, send your children to school in another yishuv, and work in another place. After the outrouting, we had to choose. Either we're going with our families, or we're going with our jobs, or we're going with our children's education and friends, or with our communities. I chose my family. We live here in Yad Binyamin today, my parents and 4 married sisters. None of us live in a permanent house yet. At this point, I cannot see how this committee can help us. Besides talking and giving salary to people who are involved in these authorities, they should help us by giving us the option to take care of ourselves.
The commission will also supposedly look into the evacuees' employment and welfare situation. What can you tell us about this situation for the most of the people who have been expelled from Gush Katif?
People from Gush Katif found themselves one day with no jobs and no options to earn money in a respected way. Lots of them are people who worked tens of years and built with their 2 hands very successful businesses. There was no solution for this situation in the law, and there was no solution, although many of the authorities have warned about this situation. I believe that the people of Gush Katif just need the helping hand. They just need the money to build new businesses, to build themselves on their own again. I don't think that any committee that are sitting and talking can help them. In the meantime, none of the agriculturers have received no money for new greenhouses, and not even money for what they had. Of course, they cannot build it again.
Tell me, who do you think is to be blamed primarily for what's happened or not happened up till now?
I think that all the authorities that were involved in planning the outrouting have to take responsibility now and build the people again. It's their responsibility, and they have to do something about it, and they have to do it fast.
How do you explain this? I mean, there's a government. What explanation can you give to the state of things?
The government was so busy with thinking on how to kick us out of our homes, so they didn't stop and think a little bit how you rebuild new people after you do such a thing to them.
Does this situation affect the day-to-day life and the atmosphere in your community in particular?
It affects the day-to-day lives, also in the families and in the community, because the communities cannot build the good atmosphere that was in Gush Katif.
Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll hope that things improve very quickly for the better.
You're welcome, and we really hope that things will start to move now.